Lieutenant Colonel, I tried to give a promotion. Lieutenant Colonel Iverson Jackson, a good friend of mine. All right. It's good to be here. We're blessed to be here. And when you hear those stories of what it took for us to be where we are today, to live in a free country, to know the price of freedom, following bloody footprints through the snow, you really ought to read some of those things. I'm not saying that we haven't, but there's so much to our American history that we really owe those people that gave it all to fight. We're not on horseback, we're in cars, we don't live in tin huts, we live in beautiful homes. Look at where we are today. So history is not asking much of us.
No, sir. That's what we have.
It's not asking much of us. The least we can do is hold the fort.
Amen.
I want to talk to you about good and evil. I have my paper with me because preachers need something to keep them on track. Because I can do this all day. But I want to talk about righteousness and unrighteousness. And we live in this world and we put things in terms of politics, and that's fine, that's good, you need to be identified. But what we're dealing with now is simply what's right and what's not right. Or what's righteous and what's unrighteous. And what is right is what God says, and what's not right, we call that evil. And some things you need to know about evil, and that is that evil grows and thrives in darkness. We won't let you in. You can't see this. You can't count that. And so it stays in darkness, listen, until it has convinced itself that it is so strong that it can't be stopped. That's what evil does. Then it comes out into the open. You think they were trying to steal this election right out in the open? Yeah, that's because they think they can't be stopped. All right? So this is where we are today. The left believes that they are now unstoppable because it has infiltrated so many of our public and private institutions. To where now somebody can graduate from high school and can't read their name. You know, a dumb people, excuse me for being crude, but will always be a conquered people, and a people that's very easy to conquer. But the left cannot take over everything. God gave us a free will. And God gave dominion to man over everything on the earth except for over another man. You can't have dominion over another man's spirit. Think about it. Why do people come from across the world at great risk, even to their own life, to try to be a part of this, what we have here? One word. What is it? Freedom. One word, and that's freedom. So every time there's a call for transparency, nobody's behind Shapucker because we ask for transparency. But every time we call for transparency and it is denied, that is called evil. That's called evil. And to do nothing in the face of evil is evil itself. So we just sit back and go, well, you know, it's out of our hands now. That's evil. To do nothing in the face of evil is evil. Our founders, let's say like this, evil must be called out. It must be. You can't just let it happen. Our founders called out King George III for the evil he was committing against the colonies. And by the grace of God, the colonies prevailed, and now we have the United States of America. The abolitionists called out the evils of slavery in America, and along with others in 1854, formed the Republican Party to put an end to this evil called slavery. And just in case you were sleeping in the history class, the Democrat Party was the party of slavery. So it's no coincidence that today it is the party of abortion. If we can't keep you in slavery, we'll just kill you off. That's evil.